Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yesterday there was a mixed reactions in the US market, mainly driven by the various company results and specifically semiconductor company. As we said yesterday, Nvidia, which has reported good numbers and given good guidelines, was up by around 24% yesterday, and which has drive the Nasdaq. And along with that, various semiconductor company also moved along with Nvidia. But whereas on the other hand, similarly, semiconductor company Intel came off sharply and was down by around 5%. So these company had a impact on various indices differently. So that's why we are seeing Dow was down, whereas S&P and Nasdaq were positive, and S&P was up by around 0.8% and Nasdaq was up by around 1.8%. So these are all impact because of different company behaving in different way in different indices. Talk about debt ceiling are progressing and has given some positive indications. But we need to see the timeline and chances are that before timeline the things are getting resolved. Futures are marginally down, the US and India. If we see Asian market, Hong Kong is closed, but again, we are seeing some different mixed reactions in different markets. Whereas, uh, whereas New Zealand and New Zealand was up by around New Zealand was down by around 1% along with China, but various other market like Japan, South Korea, Taiwan were positive. So again, mixed reaction in Asian markets, so not giving any clear indication where the market is moving. In commodity also, oil came off very sharply yesterday with the comment from South Indian Russia Deputy Prime Ministers, which had said that the OPEC Plus in the next meeting may not cut the oil production. So that has brought down the oil by around $2.5 in yesterday from yesterday same time. Uh, Apart from that, though base metal had shown positive indication, but iron ore and steels are more of a iron ore again down by around 1%, and the steel was flattish to marginal down. So from the world, we are getting more of a mixed reaction. Yesterday, what we had seen that the Indian market was down, but towards the end, as the settlement was there, the market was pulled up, and we may have some negative reactions of that. And as such, in the initial part of the day, we may see some negative trend. Uh, the overall directions for today seems more of a sideways. I request technical team to take up from here.
Yeah, thank you. So, good morning, all of you. This is Swati. Today, the market is likely to open on a flattish note, and we might see some sideways momentum during the day. Yesterday, Nifty managed to maintain a support of 20 DMA, which comes to at around 18,200 level, and shown a bounce back rally from the support level towards 18,320 levels on the closing basis, which gives some sort of a relief sign. Going ahead, this pullback rally is likely to continue as long as Nifty sustains above 18,200 levels. Upside, the immediate support lies at currently at 18,240. Below that level, 18,170 levels can be seen on the downside. Whereas on high side, as of now, the resistance is placed at 18,400. If it surpasses that levels, then the door gets open for the 18,500 and 600 levels on the high sides. Now, coming towards Bank Nifty, yesterday we have seen a very good bounce back rally from 43,380 levels towards 43,600 on the closing basis. But today it's likely we are likely to witness some sort of a profit booking at such at the higher levels. So we need to keep eye on the resistance which comes to at around 43,900. Above that level, 44,150, 44,300 levels can be seen. Whereas on the downside, 43,370 and 43,000 are the good support levels for the Bank Nifty. Coming towards the Nifty Finance, 19,300 and 19,350 are the crucial resistance level. whereas the support is placed at 19,170 and 19,090 levels on the downside. Now coming towards the stock specific, Dabur really looks very good on the technical setup. It's on the verge of giving the breakout of the downward falling trend line. Well placed about 20 DMA. Yesterday also we have initiated a buy call in this particular counter. We are looking for a target of 550 levels on the high side. So one can take a long position into the Dabur at the current market price. Stop loss can be kept at 519 levels on the downside. Another interesting counter on the buy side will be a Pidilite industry. Yesterday on the candlestick pattern, it has formed a doji, which gives a very positive indication. One can look for a buying at the current market price as well. Maintain the stop loss of 2430 for immediate target of 2600 levels on the high side. That's it from my end. I request Amit to take a call forward.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, everyone. So on the derivatives front, as I mentioned yesterday, and as I said, that overall data seems to be positive because the put writer positions which we are seeing is continuously intact on the lower end at 18,200 and 18,000 strike. For the coming series, also we are seeing that the put writers are added on heavily, and for the next series, also we are seeing that the change which took place in yesterday's session was like at 18,200 strike, almost the 4.5 million position of put writer positions got added on, and from that level, we are seeing that in second half in the closing hours, Nifty pulled back sharply on the above range of towards 18,300 level. Now coming forward, we are seeing that India VIX is still trading below 13.5 level. As I said yesterday also that once if India VIX goes above 13.5 level, then only confirmation will come for the cautious momentum in the market. Till the time it's not coming, till that point of time, we should hold a long position and should create a long position from the supportive level. The next resistance for the Nifty would be 18,400 level. As we have seen that from past 2 weeks, Nifty is continuously taking that resistance. So closing above 18,400 is very much necessary for the above range towards 18,600 to 700 levels. So we will create new long positions once if Nifty gives closing on the spot level above 18,400 level. As we are seeing that the SGX is likely to open on the future front around 18,400 level. So currently the market strength seems to be positive on the coming as per the all the data which are showing on the derivatives front. So hold a long position with a supportive basis. While on the stock specific front, we expect a Lupin and Aisha Motors. These two counter looks positive for today's trading session. While another counter which looks positive would be Bajaj Auto, Titan, and PFC. This three counter has shown some great OI positions for the coming June series. So we expect buying in these three counter also. So that's it from the derivative front. Thank you.
Good morning. Praj Industries result was in line with expectation. Order inflow came at 1,000 crore and has been constant at the 1,000 crore mark since last 5-6 quarters. Order book is at 3,400 crores, flat sequentially and 19% higher year on year. Revenue was at 1,000 crore plus 21%, and EBITDA margin was at 10.4% versus last year's 9%. So there is some operating leverage as well. So we remain positive from long-term point of view. Key things to watch out for Praj will be in today's con call how the things are moving on the ground regarding CBG, that is compressed biogas plants. We saw that in Thermax presentation, they had mentioned that there is some momentum seen by them in that segment. So let's see what Praj has to say. Plus recently, the aviation minister in a conference mentioned that ethanol blending will start happening for ATF all as well. So if that happens, that can be a good sentiment for Praj also. Rolex Rings result is below expectation. Revenue and EBITDA both were flattish on year as well as quarter-on-quarter basis. So pretty lackluster result. We think slowdown in Europe has impacted the growth and we are neutral on the stock. ITD Cementation, the infra company result is above expectation. Revenue grew 39% year on year. EBITDA 75% year on year due to good operating leverage. EBITDA margin came at 9% versus last year 7%. Order book is at 20,000 crore versus last year 15,500 crore. So all in all, a good set of numbers and stock should do well. We are positive. Thank you.
Good morning. Page Industries has posted below expectation numbers for the quarter, both on the revenue and the margin front. Gokuldas has posted above expectation numbers for the quarter, majorly on the profitability front. Revenue came in at 523 crores versus expectation of 552 crores. However, EBITDA margin came in at 13.7% versus expectation of 11.6. Stock is trading at a P of 15.6 times FY24 EPS. Explore Solutions has posted declined set of numbers for the quarter, especially on the Q1Q front. Revenue came in at 231 crores, which has dipped by 3.8% QOQ. EBITDA margin came in at 18.7% versus QOQ of 30%. Stock is trading at 12.7 times TTM EPS. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Steel Authority of India reported below expectations numbers. Revenue came in at 29,131 crores versus expectation of 29,015 crores. EBITDA came in at 2,924 crores versus expectation of 3,235 crores, mainly due to higher employee cost and other expense. EBITDA margins came in at 10% versus expectation of 11%. The stock is trading at EV by bit of 4.7 times FY24 earnings. Thank you.
Good morning. Gujarat State Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited posted the result, and result was okay. The revenue grew by 7.3% YOY at rupees 2,384 crore. The EBITDA margin reported at 13.7% versus 20.5% in the corresponding period in the last year. The company continues to be debt-free and has resources to fund its already planned capex over the next few years. The cash reserves in excess of 1,400 crore will lend good support for the capex-led growth. The company has declared the dividend of rupees 10 per share. The stock is trading at 4 times FY23 EV by EBITDA. The Dhanuka Agritech Limited result was above expectations. Revenue grew by 16.6% YOY at rupees 371 crore. The EBITDA margin reported at 21% versus expectation of 19.2%. The company has recently launched 3 new products to enter the new agri-biological segment with the launch of its biologic range of sustainable agri products, which includes the Vitex biological insecticide, and few products in the fungicide and wilticides. Also, they want to strengthen its herbicide portfolio, where it has introduced Implode and Mesotrax products. The company is expected to start production in its new plant at Dahej from July 23 onwards, where it is going to produce the technical grade pesticides. Also, it is going to start the export division, which will contribute to its top line and bottom line growth. The management expects double-digit volume growth in this current financial year. The stock is trading at a PE of 12.6 times to FY24 EPS. Mrs. Victor's Food Specialities Limited result was above expectations. The revenue grew by 37.2% YOY at rupees 346 crore. The biscuit segment reported YOY growth of 42% and 34% growth was observed in bakery segment. It has observed double-digit growth in both domestic and export business for its biscuits category, and similarly, in bakery segments, it has observed double-digit growth for its retail and institutional bakery categories. The EBITDA margin reported at 13.9% versus the expectation of 13.1%. This was overall on account of product portfolio optimization, premiumization efforts, and increase in its distribution touch points and direct reach. Also, pricing actions were taken which offset the impact of inflation during the quarter. It aims to double its retail touchpoints by March 24. The stock is trading at PE of 36.2 times to FY24 EPS, and we are positive on the stock over the long term. The Imami Limited result was above expectations. The revenue grew by 8.5% YOY at rupees 836 crore. The domestic business grew by 5% during the quarter, and the international business grew by 19%. With some moderation in input costs, gross margin stood at 63.1%, which got expanded by 60 basis points. EBITDA margin reported at 23.9%. The stock is trading at a PE of 21.3 times to FY24 EPS. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from this, few more results. Sangvi Movers had a con call yesterday, though the results were subdued, but the management has given positive outlook. The decline in the lower growth in the revenue in Q4 was on account of a company has to move certain cranes for change in job, and which has resulted into lower growth in Q4. Otherwise, the demand and trends are consistently okay. Company has given guidance of yield of over 2% and capacity utilization of over 80%. And the capex cycle continue. The biggest thing is that wind farm, which contribute around 44% of revenue, is likely to show further tractions. The overall installation in FY23 was around 2.3 gigawatt in the industry, which is likely to be around 5 gigawatt in this current year. So this will have a big demand to push for the uh, crane crane demand. So overall outlook seems positive. We have a positive view and a target price of around 500 rupees. Then Globus Spirit came up with good numbers. We were expecting marginal improvement, but there was a substantial improvement of around 200 basis point in the gross margin, which will act as a positive, and overall result has improved because of that. Even if we see EBITDA margin has improved to 13.5% as compared to last quarter 9.9%. But we expect that the next quarter will again be seeing further expansion as the company has got a price increase from their major market, that is Rajasthan, for their country liquor. So results in the next quarter will also show further improvement. So outlook for the Globus Spirit also looks positive. Then Hindustan Oil Exploration also has reported good numbers. We had said earlier that all the gas and oil production has come to their uh, normal levels from the earlier disruption, and that has started contributing to the revenue. Though company has not sold the oil and is accumulating the oil, but inventories are valued at the current market price, and that is leading to higher profitability from the oil segment in this quarter. So overall, that the company has reported PAT of around 106 crores against last quarter 49 crores. So here again, the outlook remain positive, as in the coming quarter again there will be full production of oil and gas, so that will have a positive impact. Then Prince Pipe has also again reported good numbers. We had seen that most of the PVC company has reported good numbers, and in line with that, Prince Pipe has reported even better than the peer group, with EBITDA coming at around 148 crore versus expectation of 88 crore. So there was a substantial improvement. The margin came up to 19.4% versus last expectation of 12.2, and last quarter 9.8, last year 15.6%. So this again seems positive from a investment perspective. So that's all from us. I'll request uh, commodity team to take up from here.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. So, in today's session, we might witness some pullback in gold around 59 700 levels, and one can witness some selling pressure around 59 700, which is an important resistance area. So as long as it is holding below 59 700, we expect prices to correct till 59 200 to 59,000. uh, silver also, we expect prices to correct till 70,000 to 69,500. So selling on rise is recommended. We can witness some pullback till 71 200, but however selling pressure could be witnessed on higher level. So for a pullback one can buy with a stop loss of 70,000, but on 70,900 to 71,000 one can also initiate a sell positions. Crude oil, we have seen a fall, and prices are expected to correct till 58 50 5800. So selling is recommended around 5990 to 6000 levels, and one can maintain a stop loss of 6080. Natural gas, we expect some buying, and the June contract one can initiate a buy with a stop loss of 190, and on the upside 215 is the target we are looking for. In metal front, there could be some pullback in copper. One can initiate a buy around 704, 702 levels, and maintain a stop loss of 695. On upside, 712 is the area we are looking for profit taking, and one can also initiate a sell around 712. Zinc also prices have opened gapped up, so buying around 207 level is recommended, and one can maintain a stop loss of 204. On upside, the pullback can last till 213 to 14. So accordingly, one can initiate a buy position around 207 levels. That's it from me. I'll ask Utkarsh to take over from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Very good morning, all of you. In USG INR, we witnessed a very range-bound movement yesterday. So if price is going to sustain below 82.60, the one can initiate a short position with a stop loss of 82.81 levels for the target of 82.56, 82.58 and 82.48 levels. In GBP INR, one can initiate a long position around 101.88 or 101.84 levels with a stop loss of 101.69 levels for the target of 102.15 and 102.22 levels. In Euro INR, if price is going to sustain above 89 levels, so one can initiate a long positions with a strict stop loss of 88.70 levels for the target of 89.30 and 89.50 levels. Thank you.